Hello everybody, this is the Penalty Channel, and today I'm doing a review of Knightfall, Episode 7, and my thoughts on it. This is going to join together, okay? Well, the episode starts at, the Master of the Knights Templar goes back where he's originally, where he's born at, to the old nunnery. Because remember the last episode, I guess, the freaking Holy Grail is when you first met Goffy, the original Master of the Templar. So he goes there, he discovers the old orphanage he lives in was burnt down. So he's devastated. He's like, the girl was lost, it was here, it was destroyed, oh my god. And he sees this lady walking around, she's like, he asks the lady, like, how did this place get destroyed? She's like, one of the kids had an accident and it burnt down the place. She's like, okay, good. Well, and then it cuts off him talking to the Pope. Him telling the Pope he's been talking to infidels, Muslim people like this, and how the Pope was just shocked and disgusted with these. He's like, how dare you concern yourself and talk to these impure infidels like this, and talking smack about Muslim people. And then like he's like, well, Goffy would do this and this, and he's basically saying Goffy was a traitor. He's like, oh, Goffy was a traitor, well, there's no full proof about it, but he's been consorting with these people for a long time. And I don't know if I can find the Grail for you. He's like, go back to your temple and just do that. This Grail thing's over. Your service is now basically submitting him, telling him to leave. Like that. And when he did that like that, Goffy's broken down, depressed, like this, and he has nothing to live for anymore. So he's basically like, he's at the temple like this, and he's like chilling, and it cuts off to this. You see the king and like the war council are basically talking about, hey, we've been attacked by Spain. We need to defend ourselves. We need to call all the banners up. He's calling all his boys, his lords up to back him up. And the queen's like this, I need to go back to my people and ask for them to fight for us too, like this. And the king's like this, you're not in the condition to go anywhere. You're a woman, you're pregnant, you should stay home and take care of the baby, make sure he's okay. And I'll agree with the king, And she's like, in a battlefield is no place for a woman. He's like, well, she was completely disrespectful. She's like, well, you've never been on a battlefield, you're not a true warrior. Basically spit in her man's face, and like the king's like, take the woman to her room. Well, she escapes and she goes to see her people like that later on. Then it cuts off to Garfi, and he's talking to thinking one of the main people like that, like the healer person like that, like the doctor of the temple, and he's like, the queen's pregnant and they want to see you. So he goes there. Oh, my bad, this happens a little earlier episode. The queen's still there when this happens, before the whole war council, and he talks to the king, and the king talks to his friend, had him touch the belly of the queen, she's pregnant, all that blah blah blah. And then it cuts off to this. You see the Wookiee of the temple, the Wookiee guy, the guy got his fiancée murdered, interrogating the prisoner, beating the crap out of him, because he has a little like envelope he got from the Jewish girl from last episode. So he's beating the crap out of him like this, and you see the two of the other Templars pulling him off. Like you're not doing this to help the Templar cause, you're doing this for your fiance like this. Give her up. Avoid yourself to God like this. If you can't do that, then you can't be a Templar like this. So you give him a little speech. He goes to the tree, he sees the ring, he takes the ring back like that, and that ends the pop-up. Then you see Goffy like this. He goes back to the place the place he was originally from, the church, and he finds the girl again. And the girl, like, he talks to the girl, and the girl basically tells him, like, I know where the thingy is at, and I can tell you. So they go back to the freaking Knight Templar place. He feeds her. They have a discussion, and she's like, okay, I want to take you to the Grail tomorrow. And then you see the trainer of the Templars like that cuts off. He's giving bread to people. Okay, the king's formal freaking ambassador, like that, an advisor, comes up. He's heading like this, wearing some dirty peasant clothes, and he's like, "Well, you have any more information from me?" And he was telling me like, he was telling him how Garvey betrayed the order, how he slept around, got a married woman pregnant, and how he must still serve him, even with him disrespecting the whole church. And the guys, he goes, you really think he would give you the Grail to heal yourself? I don't think so. So that cuts off to this. It goes back to the king and Garvey's talking a little bit. And the king's like this, I need you, brother, like this. Let's go out drinking. Let's disguise ourselves as peasants. So this guy as peasants. The king gets in a bar fight, knocks the one dude out, and then you have a touching moment of like the king talking to the master of the Templars. He goes, you know what? Everybody lies to the king, and nobody has the king's back. And like the whole time you're laughing because you know this guy's been banging out his woman, and the child she's born is his. And this guy's the ultimate side nigger like that. He's the ultimate just complete piece of shit like this, because that guy was his friend like that, and you don't bang out your friend's woman. That's disrespectful. So he's like, Garvey, like, I don't know what I'd do if I lose you. If you ever betray me, please don't ever betray me. He's like, I won't, I promise. And I'm like, fuck you, Garvey. Like, you're just a horrible person like this. But because of that, he goes back to the king goes back to the castle. He goes back to the Knights Temple, and then it shows the queen going back to her original castle like that, for her original people, inspiring them, making a speech, like, and they all cheer for him. And like her cousin, the one is the Queen of Spain, sent a message of a bunch of hands in a bag getting chopped off basically. And the queen's like, I want to make a apology. I want to talk to my cousin about this insult. So you see that, and then it cuts off to freaking the wicked Templar disguising himself and freaking like taking the prisoner away from the castle because the prisoner was supposed to change, end up torturing the guy, chopping his head off like this emotionally, and then he finds some information who the guy was working for. Well, eventually, this cuts off this. You see the Master of the Knights Templar, and he goes down. The woman shows him the way, and they go to this old church nunnery with all these nuns there, and she finds the Grail, and the freaking trainer of the Templar betrays him and tries to fight him like that for the thing. And he's like, "You're a hypocrite. You spit all our vows. You disrespect the whole Templar organization like this. You don't deserve to have the Grail, and you will not have your brother healed after you don't do all this." And Garvey speaks crap at him and says, like, if I was a better Templar, I would kill you. And then walks out like that. And then the freaking, you find out the lady was his mother. And I think the former master is his father. Like, we find out the next episode probably, if I was wrong or not. We find out, my theory is the former master is the new master's freaking father. So you find out that's his mother. His mother's going to help him out. And she's like telling him, you cannot tell your brothers of the Templars about the Grail. They will betray you. You cannot tell the Pope. They will betray you. I'll come with you. You make it the wrong decision, but I will have your back. And Garvey really realized that's his mother, and he's shocked. Cuts off of that. And then you see the freaking Wookiee of the Templar go back to the Templar like that, telling everybody, like, hey, tell this one guy, his friend, and he's like, I found out who this guy was working for like this. I killed him. And the guy stabbed him in the gut, and then he falls down. He's like, why? And he slits his throat. And the guy's dead. The episode ends. I give this episode a solid 8.5. It's a lot better when they focus more on the critical situation of the France and Spain and other countries than this Holy Grail bullshit. So if they stick to more of this, I will come back for season 2 like this. So it's getting better. So subscribe to me, comment, and tell me what you thought of the episode like this. And do you like them when they stick to more the freaking critical of France and other countries and that little story plot? Or do you like the Holy Grail press? I'm trying to get down to the Holy Grail press. And like this. So peace out. Again, subscribe and comment. And have a good day.